Hello and welcome to this self-hypnosis recording from Hypnotherapy Directory. Please ensure you do not listen to this while driving or operating machinery, and if possible, please find a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably to fully enjoy the experience. I'll hand you over to our hypnotherapist now. Please enjoy.
Keeping your eyes closed, allowing your mind to stay open. And as you think about in your own mind those things that cause anxiety, those things that really get you going, those things that you perhaps try and hide from the outside world. As you think of those things, and even I think of those things right now, all of those things that I've heard about what anxiety does to us, I can really think about the person who came to see me at the practice last year, who had a similar kind of problem with anxiety. And that person was completely ridden with it. And when I asked that person how anxious they were feeling that day, they told me their number, and I asked them to close their eyes, to breathe in, counting to 7, to breathe out, counting to 11, and to listen very carefully as I told them a story about a person who came to see another therapist a few years before that, who was also suffering from anxiety, who also had that same number on the anxiety scale. And that therapist told that person to close their eyes, to breathe in, counting to 7, to breathe out, counting to 11, and to listen very carefully as they started to talk to all different parts of them. Parts that were positive, parts that weren't so. Because although anxiety can be all-consuming, it's not true that that is the only part of you. And we can scare ourselves when we look at certain things online or on the telly, or when we have certain conversations with certain people, or when we engage in certain thoughts, feelings, mental images and movies in our minds of disaster and worst case scenarios. We can really scare ourselves with all of that because we have an active mind and a reactive body. And when we think certain things, when we digest certain things, information from the outside, in particular ways, even for a fleeting second, it can really scare us. But you know there are so many other things you can think about and focus on that are so much more relaxing and reassuring, so much more calming. Things that you can engage on that feel even a little bit better. Things that are so much more comfortable to focus on. Things that provide a level of reassurance. That you can use instead. And you can use them instead to replace those old patterns of thinking. Those old images, mental movies, and thoughts. To help yourself be comfortable, reassured and relaxed. To maintain this level of reassurance, this new way of focusing, this calm feeling. And I wonder if you can now let your other than conscious mind know that it's time to learn something new. It's time to learn all it needs to know to be able to distract you. From those fear-inspiring thoughts and images, those memories of things that you've seen and read. To distract you from those awful images and mental scenarios of the future. So that it can provide you reassuring and relaxing thoughts and images and mental scenarios instead. And just for a moment, I'd like you to imagine what it would be like for you to later on wake up feeling happily, very happily unconcerned, untroubled, unworried. And in fact, unable to even recall or remember how to worry, how to get yourself worked up. So what you can do, quite clearly and quite directly, is to tell that part of you, that little part of you that likes to kick up some fuss once in a while, the part of you that really genuinely thinks that it's trying to help you and protect you, the part of you that has been tasked with this particular job of worrying, Tell that part of you in no uncertain terms that you really don't need it to do that anymore. And you don't need it to do that anymore for you. You don't need to hear it. You don't need to see it. You don't need to awfulize it. Anymore. That part of you isn't bad. It was just trying to do its job. So today you have the chance to give it a new job, a new task, a new career, so to speak. And I wonder what you will ask it to do instead. Because those old, outdated, worst case scenarios, thoughts and images just are not useful anymore. They're not necessary anymore. So I'd like you to completely forget about them and remember to keep on forgetting about them. So that you can continue your day, your week, your month, your year with a level of personal safety, personal security, personal reassurance that perhaps you've not experienced before, or at least in a while. And you can look out to the next few hours, next few days and weeks and months and look at your future now, knowing that old part of you has switched roles, switched sides. And notice how things are different for you now. What subtle changes will make you realize that some things are not quite the same anymore? And to embrace these changes that you have requested of yourself. I'd like you to take 3 very strong, powerful, deep breaths. 3 of them, just now. And then open your eyes. Coming back to the surface and wide awake.
Thank you for listening. I really hope you gained some value from this. If you want to learn more about hypnotherapy and connect with the hypnotherapist who led this session, please visit hypnotherapy-directory.org.uk.